Hello YouTube and welcome, Zadarkus here with a new video, this time to talk about the roles and their win ratios. Have you ever wondered which role can increase your win chances? Which one has highest win ratios? Well, based on real-time statistics of Diamond Plus games, I can here give you some examples and talk a little bit about it. In the first place, we got the Assassins. With a 50.5% win ratio on the picks, the Assassins take the first place. Understandable with the new itemization and masteries that Riot put in place, and of course some changes to the champions. Every champion that Riot has included as Assassin does indeed at the moment in the current meta, in the current patch, have a positive win ratio overall and the highest chance to win the games, and of course all of this understandable on how the games are going. The second place goes for Marksman with a 50.4% win ratio on their picks. Of course, normally a Marksman is picked in every game and therefore it's harder to compare it, but we all know that a Marksman has the power to carry a game as long as he gets the items and knows the basics of positioning and targeting. The next one in the third place is Support with a 50.2% win ratio. This, I would imagine you understand, is directly related to the win rate of a Marksman, since normally to have a Marksman you will have to have a Support. And if a Marksman wins a game, the Support by default is winning as well. Now, as you can see, the Support has a 50.2% win ratio, while the Marksman has a 50.4%. I believe this 0.2% will come down thanks to the different picks that sometimes people take to the bot lane. Sometimes we still see a Mordekaiser in the bot lane, maybe a Jace or some other off-meta pick, and therefore these games that are played with a Support, if those guys lose, of course it's not going to count in the statistics of a Marksman. The fourth place goes for the tanks with a win ratio of 50.1%. Of course, tanks do have a big impact in a game and they are needed. But nowadays, if you have a fed assassin or marksman that starts roaming early in the game and snowballs very fast, starting to split push or get people out of position, even a tank can't do much to change it. Of course, they can still have an impact in the game because being tanky makes it so that assassins may have a hard time dealing with them. You could think of them like a counter for the assassins, since they are beefy. If you think about a Malphite against a Zed or a Maokai, they can engage on them and therefore they can still turn out the game if it lasts as long as it is needed. In the fifth place, we got the fighters. In the fighters, you can look at Irelia, Lee Sin maybe, Jarvan, Vi with a 49.4%. The same explanation goes for the tanks, but the difference here is, as they are not as beefy and normally they don't have the same skill sets a tank by default has, CC, the engagement potential in some cases, I understand why the fighters have a lower win ratio here, as in the early game they can be more easily shut down by the assassins, and the marksmen in the late game will normally be able to deal with them, and therefore I understand why the win ratio here is negative. Now, something people may have not expected, the lowest win ratio goes for the mages, with a 49.1%. I understand this, and if you think about it, Riot is about to change a little bit the mages around and try to buff them up with new itemization and everything. Now, the statistics I'm here showing you, Riot does as well have them, even more in depth, and this could be correlated. As they look to the game, they are noticing that the mages are feeling underpowered and cannot change the effect of the game, and are indeed, as we can see here, the lowest win ratio on the Rift. I understand why this is like this, as because assassins can easily stomp the mages in the mid lane, even marksmen. Corki is considered a marksman even though he is played in the mid lane. Quinn is considered a marksman or fighter even though she's considered and mostly played in the top lane, but mages overall don't have the impact they used to have around Season 3 or even 2. Therefore, I understand why Riot is indeed buffing the mages and changing up their itemization, because nowadays playing a mage is not as strong as it is playing assassin, as we can see with above the average win ratio. Hope this helps you choose your role and understand how the game is looking. Let me know if you like these types of videos, because these statistical and analytical videos I haven't done yet, and so I would strongly appreciate if you let me know if you like it. If you liked it, of course, give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment. What do you think of the current meta? Why are the assassins so OP? Should the mages indeed be buffed to be up part marksman and the assassin carries? Let me know what you think, and of course share it with your friends. Let them know about these statistics that will indeed help them out, and of course subscribe if you're not. My name is Zadarkus. This video was made for you as always, and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!